Is there a part of you that you're afraid to face? A hidden side that you've buried deep, believing it would protect you? What if that very part has been quietly controlling your thoughts, your actions, and even your relationships without you realizing it? This hidden part of you is what Carl Jung called the shadow self, the parts of ourselves we suppress or deny. Shadow work is the powerful process of bringing this hidden self to light, integrating it, and finally breaking free from the patterns that have been holding you back. Shadow work is the process of exploring and integrating the parts of yourself that you've suppressed or rejected, your shadow self. These aspects often represent traits, behaviors, or desires that you consider negative, shameful, or unworthy. However, Carl Jung believed that facing and integrating this shadow is essential for achieving wholeness and personal growth. Here's a deeper look into shadow work, including how to approach it and its benefits. How the shadow forms. The shadow self forms as we grow and adapt to societal expectations. Traits that are deemed unacceptable or bad by society, family, or culture are pushed into the unconscious. For example, a child taught that anger is wrong may learn to suppress their anger, pushing it into their shadow. Over time, this creates a disconnection from important parts of the self, leading to a fragmented identity. Shadow work is the key to understanding and embracing your hidden self. And here's why it's vital for your personal transformation, growth, and empowerment. Self-awareness. Shadow work helps you become more aware of your hidden motivations, emotional triggers, and behaviors. By facing the parts of yourself that you usually avoid, you start to understand why you react the way you do, allowing you to gain deeper insight into yourself. Healing. Many of the emotional wounds we carry, like pain, shame, or guilt, are buried in the shadows. When you do shadow work, you face these unresolved feelings and start to heal. It's about releasing the weight of emotions that have been holding you back, allowing you to move forward with less emotional baggage. Authenticity. When you integrate your shadow, you become more authentic. You no longer need to hide parts of yourself to fit in or be accepted. This process leads to greater self-acceptance and helps you live a life that feels more real and true to who you are. Empowerment. By embracing your shadow, you unlock hidden strengths, creativity, and potential that you may have buried because of fear or shame. Shadow work can help you rediscover parts of yourself that you've been holding back, empowering you to live more fully and confidently. Shadow work isn't something you do overnight. It's a lifelong process of self-discovery, but the rewards are worth it. Profound self-awareness, emotional healing, and a stronger sense of personal empowerment. How to begin shadow work. Identify your triggers. Pay attention to situations, people, or behaviors that cause strong emotional reactions, such as anger, jealousy, or discomfort. Observe moments when you're emotionally triggered and reflect on why that specific situation or person bothered you. Ask yourself, what did this experience reveal about me? What emotions or traits am I avoiding or suppressing? These reactions often point to parts of yourself that you've denied or disowned. By recognizing triggers, you begin uncovering the suppressed emotions or traits that need attention. Recognize projections. Projection happens when you attribute unwanted traits or feelings to someone else. When you judge or criticize others, pause and reflect. Ask yourself, is this something I dislike in myself? Is this something I fear others might see in me? Projection helps shift the focus away from internal conflict. Recognizing when you project allows you to reclaim responsibility for your emotions and understand hidden traits. Embrace difficult emotions. Instead of avoiding emotions like anger, fear, or jealousy, embrace and explore them. When you feel a difficult emotion, sit with it. Journal about the feeling. Describe what it feels like, what triggered it, and what deeper issue it might be connected to. Ask, what is this emotion trying to tell me about my needs, fears, or unresolved pain? Suppressing emotions only hides them in your shadow. By embracing and exploring them, you can learn from these feelings and move closer to healing and self-awareness. Reflect on childhood experiences. Many aspects of the shadow are formed in childhood due to societal or family expectations. Think about which parts of yourself were discouraged or shamed when you were younger. Consider questions like, what emotions or traits was I told not to feel or express? What parts of myself did I hide to be accepted by others? Reflecting on childhood helps you understand why certain traits or emotions were pushed away and how these suppressed traits may still affect you today. Engage in creative expression. Creative activities like art, writing, or music provide a safe, non-judgmental space to explore your shadow. Choose a creative outlet that feels comfortable. Draw, paint, or write without censoring yourself. Let emotions flow freely. Don't focus on creating something perfect, just express what's inside. Creativity taps into hidden emotions and traits that words alone might not uncover. Engaging in creative expression allows you to release and explore your repressed feelings. Dialogue with your shadow. Imagine having a conversation with the hidden parts of yourself, your shadow. Write a dialogue where you ask your shadow questions like, why are you here? Or what do you need me to understand? Let the shadow respond without judgment. Write both your questions and the answers that come up. This practice helps you communicate with the suppressed parts of yourself, gaining insights into emotions or desires that have been hidden. Mirror work. Stand in front of a mirror and acknowledge the parts of yourself that you tend to avoid or hide. Look directly into your eyes and speak openly about emotions or traits you've suppressed. For example, say, I see your anger and I understand why it's there. Or, I know you're afraid, but it's okay to feel that way. Mirror work forces you to confront your feelings directly, helping you build self-acceptance and a deeper connection with yourself. Track your emotional reactions. Record moments when you experience strong emotional reactions, such as anger, jealousy, or sadness. Every time you feel an intense emotional response, write down what happened, how you felt, and what triggered it. Reflect on how this emotion might connect to hidden fears or unresolved issues. Strong emotional reactions often come from unresolved aspects of your shadow. Tracking them helps you identify patterns in your behavior and uncover suppressed traits. Work with archetypes. Archetypes like the hero, victim, or rebel help you explore different aspects of your shadow. Identify an archetype that resonates with you. For example, if you relate to the victim, reflect on where in your life you feel powerless. Journal about why this archetype speaks to you and how it reflects hidden parts of your personality. Archetypes represent universal human experiences, making them a powerful tool for self-exploration. Understanding which archetype you resonate with can reveal how your shadow is influencing your behavior. Body awareness. Pay attention to your body and the physical sensations you experience when strong emotions arise. When you notice an emotional reaction, observe where the feeling shows up in your body. Tightness in your chest, tension in your neck, or a clenched jaw. Breathe into that area and ask yourself, what emotion am I holding here? What is my body trying to tell me? The body often stores repressed emotions. Tuning into these physical sensations can reveal emotional blockages related to your shadow, helping you connect with and release those emotions. Key practices for shadow work. Journaling is a powerful tool in shadow work because it allows you to explore your unconscious mind in a structured way. The prompts below are designed to help you uncover hidden parts of yourself by reflecting on your reactions, behaviors, and emotions. Explore what frustrates you in others. Think about the traits or behaviors in other people that irritate or anger you the most. Ask yourself, could these be traits I deny in myself? For example, if you're constantly annoyed by someone's arrogance, could it be because you suppress confidence in yourself? Uncover hidden behaviors. Reflect on what parts of yourself you hide from others out of fear of judgment. What behaviors or emotions do you keep secret because you're worried about how others would react? This could be anything from fear of showing vulnerability to hiding ambition. Reflect on your criticisms. Consider moments when you've been overly critical of yourself or others. Ask, what does this reveal about my insecurities? Often, what we criticize in others is a reflection of what we struggle with internally. Examine the emotions you avoid. Write down which emotions make you uncomfortable or which ones you try to avoid. For example, anger, sadness, jealousy. Then ask yourself, why do I avoid feeling these emotions? What am I afraid of? Look at early influences. Think about the traits that your parents, caregivers, or society discouraged in you when you were growing up. Were you told not to be too emotional, too loud, or too ambitious? Reflect on how those messages have shaped your identity and what you suppress now as a result. Journaling helps bring these hidden parts of yourself to the surface, giving you the chance to understand and integrate them. Mindfulness and meditation are essential practices for shadow work because they create space for awareness without judgment. They allow you to become conscious of thoughts and feelings usually suppressed or avoided. Start with a mindfulness practice. Sit in a quiet place and focus on your breath. As you meditate, allow thoughts or emotions to arise naturally without pushing them away or clinging to them. The goal is not to have a blank mind, but to observe what comes up without reacting. Observe your thoughts. When negative or uncomfortable thoughts arise, thoughts like, "I'm not good enough" or "I hate when they do that," don't try to suppress them. Instead, notice them and ask yourself, where does this thought come from? What part of my shadow is trying to speak to me? By simply acknowledging the thought, you connect with the parts of yourself you usually reject. Example: during meditation, if you notice a recurring thought like, "I always fail," take a moment to sit with that feeling. Instead of pushing it away, explore it with curiosity. Ask yourself why this thought keeps coming up. Does it point to an underlying fear of failure or inadequacy? This reflection helps you start to understand your shadow. This practice helps you become more comfortable with the parts of yourself that you would normally avoid and resist. Self-compassion. Shadow work often brings up difficult emotions such as guilt, shame, anger, or regret. Practicing self-compassion is essential because it allows you to process these emotions without judgment and creates a supportive environment for healing. Be kind to yourself during difficult moments. When you uncover traits or behaviors you're not proud of, remind yourself that everyone has a shadow and that these feelings are a normal part of the human experience. Rather than criticizing yourself, offer understanding and kindness. Use compassionate language. When painful emotions arise, speak to yourself as you would to a close friend. Instead of thinking, "I can't believe I'm still struggling with this," try saying, "I know this is difficult, but it's okay. Everyone has these struggles, and I'm doing my best." This shift in language allows you to treat yourself with patience and acceptance. Example: if you uncover feelings of shame about a past mistake, instead of beating yourself up for it, acknowledge the pain and offer yourself forgiveness. Say something like, "It's okay to feel this way. I made a mistake, but that doesn't define me. I can learn and grow from it." This practice helps you embrace your imperfections and heal from them, rather than continuing to suppress or deny them. Self-compassion is crucial because it creates a safe space to confront your shadow without fear of self-judgment, making the work more effective and less overwhelming. Benefits of shadow work. Greater self-acceptance. By embracing all parts of yourself, you experience a deeper sense of wholeness and self-love. Improved relationships. Shadow work reduces projection and unconscious patterns that negatively affect your relationships. You'll relate to others with more empathy and understanding. Emotional balance. By integrating suppressed emotions, you can manage your emotional responses more effectively and with greater awareness, increased creativity, and potential. The energy you once used to suppress your shadow can now be channeled into creative, meaningful pursuits, uncovering hidden strengths. The qualities we suppress often include not only negative traits but also positive ones, like assertiveness or creativity. Shadow work helps you reclaim these hidden strengths, empowering you to live more fully. Improved decision-making. When you're unaware of your shadow, it can influence your choices unconsciously, leading to self-sabotage. Shadow work brings awareness to these hidden forces, allowing you to make decisions from a place of clarity and self-awareness. Breaking negative patterns. Repressed emotions and unresolved issues often create recurring patterns in your life, like toxic relationships or procrastination. By facing the shadow, you gain insight into these cycles, giving you the power to break free from them. Better relationships. Unconscious projections of your shadow onto others can cause conflict in relationships. Shadow work helps you own your emotions and actions, leading to healthier and more authentic connections. Shadow work offers a path to deeper self-awareness, healing, and personal empowerment. By embracing and integrating the parts of yourself that you've kept hidden, you can live with more authenticity and tap into your full potential. This journey is ongoing, but each step brings you closer to a more fulfilled, conscious life, one where you're not held back by the shadows, but empowered by them. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful on your journey of self-discovery. If it resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to Love Academe for more content focused on personal growth, mindfulness, and unlocking your true potential. Remember, the power to transform your life starts with embracing every part of yourself.